EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Spears to begin the drive. Nifty move. And one more time. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Play action now. Levis. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Daniels. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball. and limit that gain.
Levis to throw it. Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Levis sets up to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown. Ben Sinnott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
24.
Hand off to Spears. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. On the option, here's Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's caught left side by center. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. To the right side and caught by center. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll take this to the 46.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Levis. This is caught by Robinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Motioning to the left is Robinson. Now Levis. He finds Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Levis. Flushed out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and a couple. Levis looking to throw. Going up top. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Levis back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Wan'Dale Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
They go play action. Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Eluding the pressure. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Levis ran it last time. Here he looks to throw. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To the air goes Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Titans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 36,
Levis, throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Spears. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Make 54, make 54.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. That's complete to Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
Levis to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Mike 44.
Levis sets up to throw here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Robinson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Levis, he'll look to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Commanders, the win.